here. Whoops. Like that. That's probably why it's so slow. So now we can add this in. Resistance, orange zone from last week is in the way, and that's what causes it to be slow at first. Now let's just go check really quick the 4 hour. L50 and EMA's long bias there, daily, short bias. So we're going to go like this. 4 hour is long biased, daily L50 is not. So 1 hour and 4 hour when bias is long should break the resistance zone. Okay. That's literally all I think I'm going to put on this one because that's basically everything. So I'll drag this up right here. Oh, you can't see that. So what I do sometimes, let me show you this. To make it so I can see the whole thing, I'll drag this up, make sure it fits, because I don't need all that gray space. I want the RSI to be big, you know. Same thing with price action here. Since I'm not getting the full move, and I'm just looking at it to here, to the 5.4R, right? This is where I would go like this. I'd even close this. Let me move myself back here for you. Now, as like you can see, I don't have a lot of gray space here. You know what I mean? And that's, I think, the goal, is to just make sure this chart is filling up the whole chart. The price action is filling up the whole picture that I'm going to take. We can also go like this. Just mark where it gets to 2R, because that's always good to know. Right there. We can drag this up. Then I'll take the picture. Save it like that. Show you again. Goes to the downloads. Here it is. Euro JPY on the 1 hour. See, here's the photo. Drag this photo right into here. Actually, that's a August markup, so that's going to go into the August markups right here. Okay. Some people then were going to ask me, Austin, can we re-enter this trade here off this? The answer is no, because the RSI value, as you can see, is not proper for an A1 entry. Okay? So no re-entry on that one. And then nothing so far past that this week. The RSI value with the candle coming off the 21 EMA is not happening the rest of the week. So that'll be all we have for Euro JPY. Euro NZD, another big runner from Monday. This one's actually even cleaner, and it's still falling, as you can see. 199 pips so far. It's a huge move. So let's go back, and we'll start on Monday. Since you guys know we're checking the higher time frames, let's go to the 4 hour really quick and see if it's short biased. L50, as you can see, is in the sell zone. Price action is under the 8. 8 is under the 21, so that's short biased. Daily, price action, you can see, is under the 8 and the 21. L50 is just barely, but it is in the sell zone, as you can see. So short biased on the 4 hour and the daily, which really does help this idea. Let's add that into the chart here. Short biased on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, and the daily. What are the benefits of buying the backtesting course for those already in ASFX? I can talk to you about that in a second. Let me show you. So with the backtesting course, I'm going to put the link here for you, Tariq, and for anybody else that's interested. It's great for people that are already in ASFX or people that are maybe on the fence of ASFX but have a trading system for themselves and they want to test it. If you click here, right here, you'll see a little video that I filmed. I'm going to mute that. In this video, you get a little sneak peek of the spreadsheet. So basically what the spreadsheet looks like is you put your pair in, the candle formation that you entered, especially if you're in ASFX, a lot of it's built in already for you. It asks you, where's the L50, where's the EMAs? It's a whole checklist of things that you work through to put your data in. So basically what you do is you fill this spreadsheet with all the markups that you get here. So like I take all the data from these markups, the entry price, the wins, the losses, and I put those in the spreadsheet. And then that tells me, is the strategy still profitable or not? So if you're someone that's not actively testing, or if you're just testing and you don't know how to take the data and see the statistics from the data, this is the easiest way to do it because Jerome built this spreadsheet that automates the whole thing for you. And I feel like that's why people don't do it, is because they're scared of like being intimidated by the idea of having to figure out all these crazy statistics. And that's just not the case here with the spreadsheet and the way that Jerome built it. So you can go in and like, here, I'll show you again. Here, if I zoom in on this, you can see there's like this whole back end where you can change your account size and see if your risk management, trading at bigger size percentage-wise or smaller size would still be profitable. You'll see how many losses you would take on certain pairs each month. It's very valuable, Tariq, for anyone, not just in ASFX, like I said, but I think for ASFX members specifically, you guys will really find a lot of value in this. And there's more videos here where Jerome explains like how to use the backtesting spreadsheet. If I blow this up, you'll see. Like here, you can, let me see if I get rid of this. So you can see what it would be like if you had a fixed take profit, fixed stop loss, how much risk percentage you're putting on that account, where did it end up? Did take profit get hit at 1R? Was the stop loss hit? So Jerome basically explains everything, of course, in the videos, but in this specific YouTube video, you can even see different account sizes he goes through, different risk management strategies, fixed position size, partial profits. All this stuff is detailed in here, which months are most profitable. So yeah, hope that answers it for you, Tariq. Yep, you're welcome. If we're in an uptrend and the 800 is above the 200, how do we populate trend versus counter trend? The spreadsheet in the spreadsheet is not full trend. If the 800 is above the 200, I would still consider that as long as it's rising. So I think if the 800 is above the 200, I get what you're saying because that could be seen as a downtrend. But if the 200 is above the 50 and the 8 is above the 21, then everything else is in an uptrend. So I think you would still consider it an uptrend, Patrick. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's take a look and just go into some more detail. So just back to my point about divergence on the 1 hour chart. If you look, we could draw divergence right here from the week before, from last week. Do we have fixed set of rules for partial profits? Everybody uses slightly different rules, Paul. You know what I mean? Like some people take their A setups, they take 50% off at 2R. Some people take 50% off at 1R. Everybody's a little bit different, but that's basically the gist of it. The A setups, you should let them stay in longer, close your partial profits once it's moved a little further, and C setups, you should be closing them faster and locking your stop loss faster. So to my point here about divergence, look at this divergence line you can see in white. Look how much lower price action still moves. Even if you were to extend this out all week, right? It just uses that divergence line almost as nothing. Like it's like, that's not support, that's not resistance, that's nothing. That's just another reason to drive home the point of what I'm saying. I'm not going to let 1 hour divergence keep me out of a swing trade because I'm trading in trend. Look at, clearly price action is making lower lows and lower highs here going into this idea. So this is a 2 candle formation. RSI value is really solid, 7 a.m. New York time. It doesn't move, as you can see, until news comes in Tuesday night. This is Monday morning. This is Tuesday night. Comes in Tuesday night and sends this thing lower. This one works out really well because once it moves here, we'll put some notes in here. Once it moves on the big bar overnight, stop would be locked and it never comes close to tagging you out in profit. You can hold this all week and just piece yourself out of it. So here, 2 candle A1 at the 7 a.m. L50 is matching the short bias. Yep. It takes a day to move, but swing trades time, so trust the stop loss. Yep. And the L50. Yeah, this is basically all I think I need here. We'll move this over here. And then I'm going to wait till the end of the week here and then come in and take a picture of it so I can get the full move depending on what this does here. Is it possible to have an idea like yours of mine? Yeah, if you email me, Paul, I'll send you mine. Or if I, you know what, I can just show it to you right now and then you can take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this, Paul. And anybody that wants my exit rules, this is basically what I'm following. A setups, 50% closed at 2R, 25 off at 3R, 25 off at each R multiple after that, 25 of what's left. B setups, 50% closed a little bit sooner, stop loss moved. C setups, 50% closed at 1R, stop loss moved to break even. So that's basically it. Yep, you're welcome. What's the max you would put on a swing trade? I don't put more than 1% on most trades at all. Even the best trades, I'm not really putting more than 1%. I don't remember the last time I put more than 1% on even a really great trade, bougie to goat. So again, when you have more capital, you'll realize you can risk less percentage-wise and still make more money than you were with a smaller account. So you don't really need to be risking a ton because you're still going to take losses. Losses are inevitable. Don't let me get you thinking otherwise. So Euro AUD and Euro NZD are going to stay flagged here because I'm going to come back later and take pictures of them. Let's go to the 15-minute and do some markups here on the 15.